And the anti-Obama campaigning is getting more and more, well, out there. Criticism of the Obama knuckle knock or fist bump, an attempt, in fact, to link it to terrorism. The one we all saw right before his victory speech last Tuesday in St. Paul. Fox News' E.D. Hill, teasing an upcoming segment on this, said this.
A fist bump, a pound, a terrorist fist jab. The gesture everyone seems to interpret differently.
Hill's America's Pulse program then had a body language on to say, basically, you have no pulse. No, she said that the fist bump was no big deal. Thus, Fox News' unanswered innuendo could be applied forward, which must mean that North Carolina's Governor Mike Easley, as you saw, also might be a terrorist. Let's turn now to MSNBC political analyst Rachel Maddow, who also hosts her own show on Air America Radio on weekday afternoons. Rachel, good evening.
Hi, Keith.
So let me see. Michael Jordan and Charlie Sheen, who try to fist bump in this new underwear commercial, they're terrorists. And there are all sorts of other examples, like every professional athlete and many actors and entertainers. They're all terrorists. This apparently springs from a comment on a right-wing blog. In a sense, if they're clutching at straws like these in June, do you feel a little sorry for the far right?
Not really. I have to say, I'm really kind of just enjoying this. That clip that you just played from E.D. Hill, I have to say, I saw that on YouTube today, and I had it almost on a loop in my office today. I couldn't stop watching it because it's actively, it's very funny. And that is kind of the glorious underbelly to what seems to be the real prospect that a lot of the ground of this campaign is going to be them attacking Barack Obama as a commie, Muslim, Indonesian, Black Panther, whatever. I mean, the glorious underbelly of all that is that it is going to result in a lot of inadvertently funny things, like the terrorist fist jab allegation. It's just, I feel like this is one of those moments of political bliss for me.
But even Howard Kurtz on CNN, on reliable sources, asked the national correspondent from CBS News, Byron Pitts, who's an African-American, he asked him, is this what all the brothers do? And Mr. Pitts kept his composure and said basically, well, the younger generation, regardless of race, got what that gesture is. Is that really, I mean, the sort of evil subtext that by now we all look for behind every stupid thing somebody on the right says? Is that what this is? It's not that the Republicans want you to be afraid of Barack and Michelle Obama because they might be terrorists. They want you to be afraid of them because they might be black.
They might be black. That's exactly right. I mean, you go on in that E.D. Hill in the Fox News clip today, and they try essentially to define this as something that is unalterably foreign to the American public. Hill goes on to say on Fox that, you know, what happened to the great pat on the back? As if that's the only physical gesture, I guess, of affirmation that's appropriate in American politics. And this, we're, what, a week out of Bush doing that big, awkward chest bump at the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. I mean, Bush has that awkward habit of putting his hands on the heads of bald men, right? There's all these sorts of weird physical gestures of affirmation that people do. The idea that you would somehow make the sort of dap, the fist bump, to be something radical or something overly radically racialized it's comical.
Whatever happened to the formal bow?
Yes.
Grover Cleveland used to bow all the time on the campaign tour. There are the dangerous outliers in this here, though, too. And again, if that same meme of maybe that's what we're not talking about. We're not talking about foreign. We're not talking about terrorism. We're talking about race here. And these just as rationalizations for people who are racist and don't want to admit that to themselves. The producer of the Willie Horton ad, the one that killed off Michael Dukakis in 1988, that producer is now raising money for a series of Obama ads because he says he's soft on violent criminals. Is there something that the Obama campaign could really draw out of the Clinton operation, the war room, to just blow this stuff out of the water as it rolls in?
This stuff does actually have to be taken seriously. I mean, a lot of otherwise rational Americans believe that Barack Obama might be a Muslim. They believe a lot of the radical things that have been alleged against him. This stuff does stick. And what we know is that it does need to be addressed. It can't be ignored. And one of the best ways to address it, honestly, in all seriousness, is to mock the people who are making these allegations, to not allow these allegations allegations to be anonymous, to actually name the people who are doing them, to promote the fact that these allegations are being made, to not only rebut them, but to make villains of the people who are campaigning this way. I think that effect was effective for John McCain with the John McCain has a black baby stuff. It worked against him in South Carolina, but he used that almost as a badge of honor in his subsequent political career. So I do think that the folks who are making these sort of allegations need to be named and shamed, and I will continue to enjoy doing so whenever I frequently can.
As I used to say on the radio, saving the democracy one mock at a time. Rachel Maddow of MSNBC, Air America, and our little Save the Democracy Club. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Keith.